was because you knew where your child
But they don't give you that information.
My grandmother lived in the same house for 50 years.
I don't know that.
Right, you were never around.
That's right, because she's in Oklahoma City and I'm in California.
Thank
And
you.
I'm not going back there when somebody pull a gun on me again. I got away once. I'm not going back.
Your Honor. Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
I wrote a letter every year on my birthday. I always kept him updated as to what I was doing and where I was going. I sent him pictures when I was able to afford pictures because we were poor. We were homeless multiple times. My mother was unstable because of him. I found him. I've made multiple attempts to contact him. I have always tried to say, hey, I'm your daughter. I want to be in your life. I want a relationship.
Did he never respond?
Never. Until I was 19.
Because I never got any letters.
And I was fed up. I said, I'm 19. I've been writing this letter year after year. You never respond. This is the last letter I'm going to write. You respond or you don't, but you're not going to hear from me anymore. He found me because I didn't include a phone number. He called my room on Great Lakes Barracks. We talked from 1999 all the way until 2001 when they started garnishing his income taxes for bad child
You all
support.
talked from 99 to 2001?
No.
Your Honor, he sent
You all
me a
talk at all?
package.
No,
Okay.
Your Honor.
He sent me a package when I was in Italy.
I did send her
and
a
the
package.
package was huge. Like I had to go and get a dolly to pick the package.
That's right.
When, sir?
I don't remember what
In
year it
2000.
was. But, Your Honor,
And why did you stop, sir? After you sent the care package, why didn't you all continue?
I didn't hear from her anymore.
Why didn't you reach back out to her? You knew where she was at that point.
Your Honor, I was raising 3 daughters, and I've been married to
So
the
that's
same
why
woman
you had
for
too
30
many other children. Okay.
Yeah, by the same woman. And I was raising a family of my own and going to work
My
16
own.
hours
What do
a
you
day.
mean own? She's not your own.
I don't know, Your Honor. That's why I am here,
That's why
because
we're
I
here.
have doubts.
Let's see if you can do that.
Yes, please. And if I am, I can't. No, I can't.
You can't
Because
work.
she's mad at me for what?
I'm not mad at all, Your Honor. I'm
She's mad
actually
at me.
here to
Yes, she
stand
is.
in the
She's
gap
mad
for
at
my
me.
mother
She's
for
been
domestic
mad at me.
violence.
I didn't do anything to her mother.
But beat her.
I didn't do that, Your Honor.
Your mother said it.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Anything else from you, young man?
Do me.
Your Honor, this is a learning opportunity for
I
my
can't-
children. The things
For
that
your
he,
children,
the things that he did to my mother,
I didn't do
have-
anything to
the
this
things that
woman's
he
mother.
did to my mother have carried all the way down to still affect my children.
And I'm never
That's-
with you. I haven't been around you
That's
for
3
20
generations.
years. So how
My
am I
mother-
not
That
going
is
to do
called
anything?
abandonment. That's how
My
it's
mother-
I didn't abandon her. Her mother didn't want me to have anything to do with her.
Well, be a man and stand up and say, that's my child, and I'll
How do I know you're my child? How do I know you're my child?
That's how you know it's your child. Give it to him. Give it to father.
This is a learning opportunity for
Well,
my
learn. I've
children.
learned too.
We're
I've
gonna,
learned
we're,
too.
we're gonna work on
I
forgiveness.
learned too.
We're
I
gonna,
learned a whole lot.
you're right.
I've learned a whole lot.
So, we're gonna learn on,
Forgiveness. You're
me
being a
and
bigger
my
woman.
children are gonna learn, we're gonna talk about forgiveness.
You're being a bigger woman than the little man. So
Yeah.
congratulations. Have a
I'll take that.
Over the last 2 years, car insurance rates in some cases have
Plaintiff Derek Ames says he and the defendant dated when they were teenagers, but they were not monogamous. Derek claims after the defendant got pregnant with twins, he had doubts about being the father, so he petitioned the court for a paternity test. Defendants Terrence Perry and his mom, Michelle Perry,
All right. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Craig Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm here to petition the court for a DNA test. Me and Michelle was dating when we was teenagers. I had someone, she was dating someone, and I'm just not really sure of the cause. And
How old is the young man?
26.
So when did you become unsure?
From day one, I wasn't sure. I denied him from day one. I never did sign the birth certificate.
So over the course of the 26 years, have you had any communication or fulfilled any financial commitment?
Well, I pay child support when I can. We talk.
That's what the state says where you live? And the judge?
Say what?
Say it when you can.
No, I pay, but I just don't pay the full amount.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
That's your law?
no, sir.
Oh, okay.
I was doing what I can.
All right. Some judges aren't that lenient. Some are, if you're making the best effort, but some are not.
Yes, sir.
You get the wrong judge, and they say, I'm going to lock you out. All right. And so you say you've been doing as best you can. And let me hear about your relationship with the young man, if you had one at all.
I think we got a little relationship.
Since what age?
Since he's been grown. When they was kids, a baby or whatever, I didn't never be around.
Because you didn't believe, or because you weren't available?
Because I didn't believe. And through the years, it just started getting to me a little bit that, you know, they're that old, and if they my kids, I haven't been in their life, and I want to be in their life if they my children.
Okay, so when did you get religious?
As I got older.
It's been 26 years, what?
I know, as I got older, I just
How
learned,
old?
and I'm 46 now.
Well, how long did it took you to what, 45?
I was like,
46, you're here today.
I was like, you know, probably maybe 38, 35. You know, when I was coming up, I was just living a fast life. I was selling drugs. You know, I go to child support court or whatever. They
You were
tell
selling drugs, why couldn't you pay your child support?
I didn't think they was mine, and I didn't.
What?
I just wasn't sure if they was mine,
All right.
and that's the only thing. And like now today, I just want to pick up and be in their life if they are my children. Before I leave this world, I want to do something for them. You know.
All right, well, that's good. Some people do change their lives from an irresponsible person to a responsible person, however long it takes. Let me hear from you, ma'am. You want to give me any background?
Yes, I have Miracle Twins. I was on TV.
Miracle twin?
Miracle Twins, born 19 days apart in different states and different months. I made newspaper.
19 days apart?
Yes, sir. 19 days apart.
Is that possible?
Yes, it is. Another lady had them a year apart.
Twin? They weren't twins.
It
So you had
was twins. They was premature. It was premature.
a year premature?
No,
No, I'm gonna fix it.
I had one at 6
Okay.
months and the other
No,
one
let's
at
get
7
back to
months.
this woman.
She had one in 94 at 6 months.
We'll put it
and
back
3
on
months
charge
later,
because that's why I put it on
which was 9
charge
months,
because it was dead.
And 95 came, January the 1st of 95. So they different years and different months. Only 3 months apart. 3 months.
All right, not a year.
Right. Different year.
Okay. And there are circumstances in which a woman can have twins and two different fathers. You know
I was
about
told that my Terrence was born, he was dark. And when my second twin was born, he was born
how
really
long after?
3 weeks later.
Okay.
Actually, he looked white. So they told my mom that I was pregnant by a white man and a black
Who
woman.
told you?
The
Mom?
doctor.
What kind of doctor is this? Your complexion doesn't indicate
Well, they
paternity.
told it was a possibility that I might was pregnant by 2 different men. I could have been a white man or a black man.
Could have been.
Yeah, could have been.
All right.
Yeah.
Because you skip generations.
Yes,
Your
yes.
complexion.
Yes.
Doesn't mean that. My father was, from what I'm told, was black as this ink pen. And you see what complexion I am, and my mother was about this much complexion. But my grandparents were very fair skinned. And so you can skip generations. So I just want to kind of throw that out there. You can't tell by complexion. Let me hear from you, ma'am.
Well, throughout the years, I've tried to contact him just to basically, can you be in your kid's life? Can you just call to wish them happy birthday? Just call to say hi.